Hey folks, welcome back to the second video in my series where we are playing through a single elimination bracket with Prismatic Evolutions decks. Today we have Lost Box versus Miraidon. So I am on the left playing Lost Box and Callie is on the right playing Miraidon. The Miraidon build is fairly standard, nothing really new from Prismatic Evolutions. On the Lost Box side, it is still fairly the same, but this time we have the new Regigigas, which obviously won't really be too relevant in this matchup, and we aren't playing Pikachu EX because we have the Regigigas instead as a way to deal with those big HP Pokemon. So Callie's going to open the Pikachu EX, so she's immediately going to have access to Area 0 Underdepths if she has one in hand. It's obviously great for her. And I am going to open Comfey, definitely ideal. If you want to check out the bracket and what it looks like, it should be linked in the description below. This is still the first round of the event. It is just on the other side of the bracket from the game that we played yesterday between Gardevoir and Ancient Box. So it looks like Callie finds the Squawkabilly off Ultra Ball, and then she's going to find Miraidon off the second Ultra Ball. Go ahead and use Tandem Unit. Has the Rescue Board attached to Pikachu. Gonna find Raikou in Iron Hands. That way she has a Forest Steel Stone target in the Raikou, and obviously wants to get that Iron Hands set up quickly, since that is going to be the main attacker in this matchup against Lost Box. So she gets the attachment on the hands, benches the Magnemite to have that extra energy acceleration if she needs it. And then I'm going to go ahead and start my turn. Looks like I'm probably going to open up with the Colress here, sort of eyeing up how I want to play my turn. Oh, I think there I put my card for turn back because she wanted to forgot to use Retreat and use Fleet-Footed. Wanted to end her turn with that instead. But then yeah, I draw for turn. I play Colress. I lost zone the Dark Energy, which is in there for Munkidori for the Dragapult matchup, and then my boss's orders. And then my Flower Selecting lost zones a Night Stretcher. I'm going to switch cart. Flower Select again. So I'm eyeing up a Nest Ball and a Vacuum. I think I'm probably taking the Vacuum here. Yeah, I'm hoping to try to get attacking as quickly as possible in this matchup. So we just retreat, Flower Select again. You see Iron Thorns and Sableye, so I get rid of the Thorns. Thorns can be alright in this matchup, but I wouldn't like to lose the option to use Sableye this early. But that is where my turn ends. I don't find anything to keep pushing here. I did manage to get to 5 in the Lost Zone, I believe. I think I was hoping to find like a Pokestop. That way I could Pokestop, draw some more cards, and then vacuum the Pokestop away to get to 7. In hindsight, I maybe could have. I think when I was debating grabbing the Nest Ball instead of the Vacuum, so I could go for like a Cramorant hit, but I figured that I was probably just going to retreat into a Comfey anyways. And then I didn't have any switching cards in hand to switch into the Cramorant after retreating into Comfey. So I prioritized just getting another Flower Selecting and having the chance to use Vacuum if I drew a Pokestop. Callie gets that Area 0 down. Gonna find Latias on the Nest Ball. Give that Raikou for retreat. Use Generator. Attach the DTE. And Callie's gonna be able to start swinging here right away. Finds the Bravery Charm as well. Keep the Iron Hands alive. I am still gonna go for trying to set up this Blood Moon attack though. I should be able to get. I have a Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking in hand. I'm unsure if this should be a Hassle or a Cypher, but we are playing the Cypher for now, at least. And I'm just debating. I'm trying to figure out what the best way to use this Cypher is. If I should use it before this first flower selecting, or if I should use it after my second flower selecting. And it looks like I'm using it here, trying to sort of figure out if there's a way that I can, what's going to give me the best chance here of attacking with Blood Moon this turn, because my hand is lacking. Looks like I decide to just go for the Nest Ball and then go for my first flower selecting before I use Cypher. I Nest Ball for Comfey here. My Radiant Greninja is prized, so otherwise I would grab the Radiant Greninja off the Nest Ball and then Cypher into 2 cards that I need. But this way, Cypher is only going to be able to get me one of the cards that I need. Flower select, find the Beach Court, retreat. And now I am going to Cypher, because I don't have another switch yet, I don't think. Okay, looks like I am waiting on the retreat. I'm at 6 cards in Lasso now, so I need 1 more, but then I still need another way out of the active after that. So we retreat, go for flower selecting, get rid of a switch. I don't know what I took instead there. Might have been double switch or something like that. Did I play the switch? Well, either way here, I have the gate. I Night Stretcher for an energy. I'm going to vacuum away the Bravery Charm. Okay, I did play the switch. It's not. I think I got double switch there and played one. Because I don't see the card in my... Based on what's in my hand, there is... There must have been. Looks like... Okay, so I decided to go for the Cypher at the end of the turn to improve my hand for next turn, rather than try to use it to find the Blood Moon this turn. So I'm going to use it here. Looks like I'm eyeing up potentially Mirage Gate and Super Rod. Okay, but I go for, is that Chorus Night Stretcher maybe? Oh, I think I have the Roxanne in hand, so I decided not to go for the Chorus. I'm not sure what I put on top here. I know one of them was a Night Stretcher for sure. And then I'm going to go ahead and knock out the Iron Hands with Blood Moon. Okay, so Callie's going to go ahead and grab the Fezandipiti out here. If you can get a second Iron Hand set up here and knock out one of the Comfey, she should be in a really good spot. But can't be easy to do. She can also go for a Raikou knockout here. So, let's see, the 8 bench would be 180. So I don't think it's knockout here. Hey, let me double check Raikou. No, I'm pretty sure a full bench Raikou attack would only be 240 here. But Callie's going to go ahead and get the Magneton out. Arven's for Night Stretcher to grab from the discard pile. We're going to use the Magneton. Puts 2 energy on the Raikou. 1 energy on the Iron Hands. Okay, it looks like we actually did think that was the knockout there, but I don't believe it is. I'm pretty sure that was only 240, so it should have been 20 short of the knockout, which unfortunate, but we did not realize at the time. Yeah, because Raikou caps at 180 with a full bench on Callie's side, and then plus 20 for my bench Pokemon. I had 3. That's plus 60. Should only be 240. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there, but I believe we just did the math wrong in the moment. But I'm going to retreat into the Blood Moon here. I think I'm digging for the Prime Catcher here, because obviously all Callie really needs to do is find like Generator and Boss to win the game. So I'd really like to Prime Catcher here. But we vacuum the Area 0 first, so we're going to force Callie to discard some of her options. Gets rid of Raichu, Greninja, and Miraidon. And then I'm just going to switch cart, do another Comfey. I think I have another switch in case I don't find the Prime Catcher, but I would like to... Okay, I already have the Prime Catcher. So I just attach the Comfey so I can retreat it next turn, and then I Prime Catcher up the Iron Hands and knock that out, because that is going to be the easiest way for Callie to win the game next turn. Okay, and I think we decided that it was better for her to have done the Raichu instead of the I've kept the Raichu instead of the Pikachu EX. And then I decided that if we're keeping the Raichu, that I would have Prime Catcher the Fezandipiti instead of the Iron Hands. But Callie does just find the Electric Generator off of the Rock Sand at 2. I believe after... and then just Generators, gets 2 energy on the Iron Hands. And then has Boss for... can just knock it with the Raichu V. So going into game 2 here, I'm probably going second, I assume. Now, whether or not I would have won game 1 if we did do the math right on the Blood Moon, Callie would have had to go for a different angle. I'm not sure, but alas. I draw for turn here. I get a switch. So I do have Nest Ball switch. I go for 1 flower selecting. But then I'm not slowing Callie down with Thorns that way. And she could just go ahead and just get Amp and knock up my only Comfey. Then I'm still in like a terrible, terrible position. So I decide it's better just not bench anything so that I can at least have the chance of slowing her down with Iron Thorns. Because current Miraidon lists don't play like Professor's Research or Iono or anything like that, so they are typically a lot weaker to Iron Thorns. They're a lot more ability reliant. She does find the secret box here, though, so she's, I assume, going to go ahead and get a... Arven's for the Nest Ball here. Going to get a Miraidon down. And if she can get the double energy hit with Electric Generator, she can get the knockout here. Right. She decides to go for the Raichu here instead. We decided that's probably the better play because she already has the Forest Seal Stone from the Secret Box. So if she gets 2 energy off of, if she has 2 energy off of Electric Generator, then she can just Forest Seal Stone for another generator. But if she whiffs the generator, then at least she has the V Pokemon in play to use the stone for something else. Which she does whiff the generator, so it's good that she at least has the V Pokemon in play, and then she just goes for the Motivate onto the Iron Hands, puts 2 energy on it, gets it set up, and at that point I'm like, okay, well, you're pretty close to knocking me out now, you're not going to need a lot more, you still have Forest Seal Stone in hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and get my Comfey out, switch, use Flower Selecting, okay, get rid of the Cramorant there. But I think I still don't really find much else here. I have the Nest Ball, get another Comfey out, but I don't think that I have another switch. So yeah, I just have to pass. And now Callie's abilities are online. I don't know if she's going to use the stone here, or if she's just going to hold it and use Amp. Yeah, okay, it looks like she's just going to Amp, not going to get too aggressive when she doesn't need to. I find Colress here. I get rid of some Poffins. Flower Select, get rid of another Poffin. And then I Night Stretcher for the Comfey. I think I just got rid of the Poffins here because I already had the Night Stretcher out to another Comfey. But I didn't have enough switching cards to use more than 2 Comfeys anyway, so there wasn't really a point in getting more out than 2 without more switching cards in hand. But yeah, I don't really find anything off the Chorus of the Flower Selecting here, so I just have to pass. Callie gets the Latias down, so that'll give her a little bit more protection going forward if I do Roxanne. And it just goes for the Amp. Okay, so I Flower Select here, get rid of the Dark Energy. Vacuum away the Rescue Board. Attach the Iron Thorns. Do I just have nothing else here? I have a Roxanne in hand, I think. Looks like I'm use Gate, but then I realize I have too many Energy Prize in hand. So I think I ultimately decided just Roxanne first here. I just do another deck search. Yeah, then I just use Roxanne. So I'm looking at maybe find Gate, switch into Iron Thorns, you know, disrupt Callie with the Roxanne, 2 cards in hand, no abilities, and then start using Volt Cyclone to at least do something. Find a Rescue Board, but I don't find the Mirage Gate again. So I have to just retreat to Thorns and pass. I get the hands down at least to play around Bundle, but Callie just draws the boss off the Roxanne. Can boss the Comfey up, and Ambi very much for her last 2 prize cards. And that is it. Some very strange games. I don't know if the Miraidon maybe would have lost game 1 if we hadn't done that math wrong on the Blood Moon, but Callie also could have tried to set up, could have gone for the setup on Iron Hands with the Magneton instead, and then try to find Boss. I'm not sure if that, or Iron Bundle. I'm not sure if that was an option for her, but I have to assume it probably was. But maybe we'll do a rematch between Miraidon and Lost Box down the line somewhere, because of that incorrect math there. For now, though, the result's going to go through. Miraidon takes the 2-0 over Lost Box after some unfortunate games on Lost Box's side. I think that honestly it's relatively fine. Lost Box is not super strong in the upcoming metagame, I fear. I think that has some interesting stuff going on. Regigigas is a nice inclusion, but Badoo is just like so bad for the deck. And your Dragapult and Gardevoir matchups are just abysmal now if they play Badoo. So we might have seen the death of Lost Box a little bit going into next format. And it might not be able to get any more glory on its name before rotation. That being said, stay tuned. Miraidon will be advancing to top 8. along with Gardevoir, which made advance to the top 8 yesterday. I'll have more games for you soon. Callie and I actually have to actually play more games before I can record them. So might be a day or two before the next video comes out, but I will have more content for you in between to fill the gaps. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.